talk a little bit about your institution, what you do currently, how many years you've been doing this. I am going to be quiet for a little while, and I'm going to let you speak.
Thank you. I thank you for calling me to your program, because what I have done is all my life in America, I have been teaching since 1960. I have been repeatedly honored by world-renowned authorities and organizations for being the earliest pioneer of yoga, for the inner dimension of yoga that I brought to the world in the West. So my specialty is how to give the authentic yoga that really helps you to remove the cause of suffering rather than effect where it appears. This is the major distinction. Most psychologists, psychotherapists, doctors, naturopathic medicines, Ayurvedic medicines, they all treat symptoms, which is absolutely necessary, and we must. But the real cause of pain and suffering that appears on the surface of the body in the form of disease on a physical, mental, or emotional level is created inside. And there is no problem that you ever suffered from, no health problem that you ever suffered from came from somebody else or something else. The cause lives right within you, and only you can disconnect from it. So that is the ego mind. That is the cause. It has the poisonous roots that create so much stress within ourselves. And then anytime anyone triggers that reactive perceptions, stress perceptions, that is the stress hormones that are built into it, when somebody triggers it, it comes up on the surface and it gets angry, fearful, frustrated about who triggers it.
Stress kills. It affects the sympathetic nervous system. Mm-hmm. It affects adrenaline, it affects cortisol. It increases blood pressure, causes the immune system to weaken. It causes the whole entire body to collapse over time. Stress needs to be controlled through yoga,
right?
Through what I have learned, the breath.
Right.
Can we talk about the power of the breath?
Yes.
Can we talk about something that we can give the world that they can start right now?
Right.
Something they can start to practice.
Right.
With their loved ones who are sick, with their family, even with their children.
Right.
To preserve them, to keep them healthy.
Right.
Please talk.
Right. So stress is the epidemic proportion today. And almost 80% of health problem, pain problem, relationship problems, business problems that appear in life are caused at the level of stress. They're all stress-related problems. So the yoga that I teach breath as one of the most powerful medium to go beyond the stress-producing thoughts and emotions that sometimes they're so compulsive, they just take over you, and you don't know what to do, where to go. So most people, they take tranquilizers or some kind of medications to quiet their mind. Some people drink. Some people go to sex. Some people use food as a compensation to relieve the stress. This yoga has found thousands of years ago, they found the technique of breath. And breath, that also is a very unique technique that I teach. And that breath can help you to disengage from the physical pain or emotional pain that your mind gets into, and you can't easily withdraw from it. The only way people know how to is take medications. This breath can help you to restore your inner balance, and it can reactivate your parasympathetic nervous system, because sympathetic is already connected to your ego mind. And everything that your mind talks, all the negative fears, your parasympathetic turns it into toxic chemistry in your body. And then that toxic chemistry then comes out in the form of toxic emotions. So there is a vicious cycle between thinking, feeling in the body, and then again thinking. So almost all the anxiety, depression, fears, greed, jealousy, self-rejection, guilt, all that comes from such thoughts that are fed into the body, and they manifest through the mind. So, and then most people, they are caught in the bad moods. And that where does it come from? Because it comes from reactively processed negative thoughts and emotions about yourself, others, or the world. No matter who you think about negatively, and it creates the stress in your system. So I teach how to use breath to disengage from your thinking center so that it uses the consciousness to bring it from thinking to feeling. And in your body you are feeling, but the body can restore the balance if you leave it in the body. But if you leave it in the mind, it magnifies the negative thoughts. But if you bring it in the feeling center, the body, its own homeostatic process, self-balancing process, begins to dissipate the pain and as well as emotional fears. So that is the whole technique. I call it quantum breath, because ordinary breath is called breathing. But when you combine breathing with awareness, it becomes quantum. Because awareness is what makes it pranayam. In yoga, it is called pranayam. Breathing technique is called pranayam. Pranayam means how to manage and control and bring prana into your system. Prana is life force. And anger, fear, pain, hurts, it burns all the prana. And how to restore balance, quiet the mind, then you are restoring prana. Not only that, but prana brings your clarity in your mind and openness in your heart, relaxation in your body. So everything that you're trying to do to reduce the stress naturally happens through these conscious breathing exercises.
I'm going to interrupt you 1 second. So we look at prana, we look at this energy, this force, and we look at negativity of this poor thinking, this jealousy, this constant pain, or whatever they're putting through their system. It's burning out the prana. So if people are, quote, taking medications and maybe pacifying their symptoms, but still burning the prana,
yes,
what's the outcome?
Outcome is your body gets so heavily depleted of the life force, and all the life-giving functions are reduced to weaken. The organic system begins to weak, and you become the victim of all kinds of diseases because your immune system gets weak.
That's correct.
When prana gets weak, immune system gets weak. So actually through this meditation and pranayam, the breath exercise, you can actually change your DNA. The new science has discovered that when you meditate, you go from thoughts and emotions into the witnessing presence. Modifications of mind stop, mind becomes calm, your thinking becomes clear, your clouds disappear, and you feel together, you feel yourself again. So I can even demonstrate to you, see how breathing can bring peace. So just watch me. This is called a specific kind of breathing called Kapalbhati breathing. And then I will go into meditation. So feel the effect of breathing, how it manifests into calm, clear mind and relaxed body. Yes. I go so deep, it's even hard to speak.
It's amazing. That's quite amazing. 30 seconds, 35 seconds takes you right down into a trance.
Completely.
Completely down.
You can feel it.
You can actually feel, it's kind of like, I've done some yoga. It's kind of like someone who takes volume and just goes right down with medication.
Yeah.
But naturally, your pure sympathetic nervous system just secreted the endorphins, all the enkephalons inside your body, and just loaded your body with natural drugs.
Exactly. This produces dopamine, serotonin,
Correct.
all the happy hormones
Correct.
from the pharmacy of your brain.
Correct.
Because that means as you become integrated, whole, ecstasy begins to manifest. The drugs that are tranquilizers, like I dropped into it instantly. And if there were 500 people, they will enter the same thing. I have done that over and over, and they will feel the shift in their energy field.
Two things. One, when someone practices deep breathing exercises, like they practice anything, it takes time to practice and to become an expert at what you do to get better, correct?
Right.
So if someone does something one time and says, well, I don't really feel much, you got to do it a second time or a third time. Am I correct?
You are correct, but when people come to my yoga center in Florida, in Salt Spring, Florida, they go through weekend and they learn this just like this because the technique is very powerful and very simple. And when they go in 3 days, they are so much more relaxed. And then within a month of the practice at home, they drop their medications. There are people who have lived in our ashram who are taking 5 very strong medication pills, and they're for depression and anxiety and all kinds of illnesses. When they live there, within few months, they begin to drop pill after pill after pill. And then eventually, when they learn to relax from within through these yogic techniques, they drop all the medication naturally.
Gurudev, this breathing exercise that you're going to share with the world, I will make sure that this is towards the end of the video.
Yes.
So I want to make sure that you continue to watch this whole video because you're going to have a special bonus that may make miracles for your life and your family.
And not only that, but that breathing technique you continue to practice on your own and then stop it and enter in the meditative state. You will experience miracles and healing.
Explain briefly a couple of the different major Ivy League schools in renowned places around the world, just a couple of them, like Harvard. They had a big symposium there, conference, and they brought you for the yoga. Harvard Medical
and MIT.
And MIT. That's amazing.
Because they see that what yoga has to offer in the healing dimension, that they respect what I teach.
That is beyond my words.
Right.
I think that's a beautiful thing, and I congratulate you.
And it is so scientific. The system, the spiritual system that is often people practice on a belief system and philosophy. This is actual experience.
I think it's wonderful.
So I teach that your body is the temple of God. That's what Christ said. And yogis, developed the entire yoga 6,000 years ago about how to turn your body that's more like a board of the ego mind into temple of the divine. And that's the system that I teach.
Gurudev, you are the founder of the Amrit Yoga Institute.
Yes.
And you are located in Salt Springs, Florida.
Right.
All right, not too far from my house, which I'm excited about. And I see here your Life Mastery 2019. This is just 2019, and I can see all the different courses they have here, not only for those who are in need of help, but yoga masters, yoga institutes, teachers, people trying to build the skills of yoga throughout the entire world are the people that come to you. This is where they learn it, correct?
Yes.
So I want to let people know, the world know, anything to do with yoga, you have answers.
I have been doing this for past 57 years.
That's why I say
in
you
the
have
West.
answers. That's why I say you have answers. I will put your information below, and anyone out there who has questions or anything that you need in your hands that you can help them with,
Right.
I wish them lots of healing. Yes.
I have the most powerful stress reduction programs using yoga therapy. Most people go through profound shifts. People who are suicidal, like I had a doctor and his wife. His wife was so suicidal that he had to turn her into the institution.
Yes.
Because he had to do his business.
Yes.
She came out of it, and when she came, she says, I want to visit Gurudev, and because she had come to before. And she found such a relief so soon, so quickly, all her desire for killing herself went away.
That's beautiful.
And because we have a specific techniques how to disengage from the pre-programmed conditioned traumatic memories of the past. And that is very difficult because you can remove the symptoms of the traumatic memories, but traumatic memories is the cause.
Yes, yes.
And we have a profound system that's very rare, and most people are so quickly successful to learn how to remove it from the cause as well as the effect.
I'm right with you. I think exactly like you do, in a different way, but you're right on target. Gurudev, you have written a book, Zero Stress Yoga Zone.
Right.
Tell me briefly what that's about.
It is about how to enter using breath and meditation into the deeper level of relaxation, so much so that you drop so deep that you disappear and you enter into a whole new dimension from where you can dismantle from your old traumatic memories that cause the stress in your life and in your love life, family life, work life, and social life. If it is in you, it comes everywhere you go, in everything you do.
That's correct.
And everyone you are with.
That's correct. If you could please leave them something about the breathing, that's my excitement. I wanted to see a little bit something that I can learn something here.
Right. So basically, one breathing that I can guide you is if you can just sit down, just follow what I guide you into. So now, just simply sit up straight, relax. Relax your shoulders, your upper body, your hands and fingers, and empty your face of all the expressions. Empty your mind of all expectations. And feel new sense of peace come over you. Peace. Now follow this breathing. Inhale through your nose and exhale as if you are exhaling through a straw. Just pucker lips And make your breath long, steady, unbroken flow of exhalation through a straw. And make it long, steady, unbroken flow. Inhale through the nose, exhale through a straw. And each time you exhale, empty all the tensions in your body. Empty your mind of all thoughts, feelings, emotions. Let go. And the breath will do that. If you breathe the way I told you, it will automatically empty your mind of the thoughts and body of the tensions. Let your exhalation be long, slow, steady, unbroken flow. You will be amazed. The miracles you may experience within moments. And now, breathe normally. Bring your attention to the spot between your eyebrows. That's the command center, where the commander consciousness acts from there. And you have gone beyond the limitations of both body and mind. And that is called sixth center in the practice of yoga. This is where you have become free from thinking, feeling, and you have moved into being. Feel that now you are surrounded by the light of consciousness. Feel that your entire brain is flooded with consciousness. Every center in your brain is lit up, disbanding all the stress, opening up the new pathways, spreading this light throughout your entire body, entire nervous system. Every cell is lit up. Now your body has become pulsating energy field. You have no limitations of the body or the mind. Now allow yourself to feel the bliss, the ecstasy of union and oneness. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Now you may open your eyes.
I felt it even with my eyes open. Can people leave their eyes open?
Yes, they can feel it with their eyes open, but close is helpful,
More helpful.
for the beginners.
Yes, for beginners, yes.
Right.